Definition: purpose and function of basic physiology. Definition of physiology. Basic physiology is a science that studies the functions of the human body, such as the respiratory, cardiovascular, digestive systems, and others. 1. Physiology is a branch of biology that studies the functions and mechanisms of organs, tissues, cells, and molecules in the bodies of living things. This science aims to understand how the body's systems work normally, and how these components interact with each other to maintain life. 2. The purpose of physiology, including 1. Understanding normal body functions, explaining the processes that underlie the normal function of organs and body systems. 2. Analyzing interactions between systems, examining how various body systems work synergistically. 3. Providing a basis for medical and biological science, providing a foundation for the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of disease. 4. Developing health technology, assisting in the development of medical devices and therapies based on an understanding of physiological mechanisms. 3. Basic functions and processes in physiology. Basic physiology identifies several basic functions that must occur to sustain life, including a. Homeostasis. Description: homeostasis is a state of internal equilibrium in the body, in which the body's internal conditions, such as body temperature, blood pH, glucose levels, and oxygen levels, are maintained at relatively stable levels despite external changes. Example: body temperature regulation by mechanisms such as sweating and blood vessels constricting or dilating to adjust body temperature to stay within the normal range, around 37 degrees Celsius. B. Metabolism. Description: metabolism is a series of chemical reactions in the body that convert food and oxygen into energy for various body functions. Example: the process of digesting food produces nutrients that are transported to the body's cells and used to produce energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, through the processes of glycolysis and cellular respiration. C. Blood circulation. Description: the blood circulation system transports blood containing oxygen, nutrients, and hormones throughout the body, and transports waste products such as carbon dioxide to excretory organs such as the lungs and kidneys. Example: the heart acts as a pump to circulate blood through the blood vessels, while blood pressure is maintained to ensure proper blood flow. D. Breathing. Description: the process of breathing involves the exchange of gases between the body and the environment, primarily oxygen taken in by the lungs and carbon dioxide released. Example: when we breathe, oxygen is inhaled and transferred into the blood through the alveoli, small air sacs, in the lungs, while carbon dioxide is released through the process of exhalation. E. Excretion. Description. Excretion is the process of removing metabolic waste and waste products from the body through excretory organs such as the kidneys, lungs, and skin. Example: the kidneys filter the blood to remove waste products such as urea and excess water, which are ultimately excreted in the form of urine. 4. Physiological systems taught in basic physiology. Basic physiology includes several body systems that function specifically to maintain life. The following are the main physiological systems studied in basic physiology, namely, A. Nervous system. Description. The nervous system coordinates and regulates body functions by transmitting electrical signals through neurons. Function. The nervous system is responsible for sensory perception, such as vision and hearing, motor control, body movement, and cognitive and emotional functions. Example: the body's response to external stimuli such as touching a hot object causes us to withdraw our hand. B. Endocrine system. Description. The endocrine system consists of glands that produce hormones, which function to regulate various body processes, including growth, metabolism, and sexual function. Function. The hormones produced by the endocrine glands play a role in regulating many physiological processes. Example: insulin produced by the pancreas to regulate blood glucose levels. C. Cardiovascular system. Description. This system consists of the heart and blood vessels, which work together to circulate blood throughout the body. Function. Ensures the transport of oxygen and nutrients to the body's cells, and the transport of waste products for disposal. Example: circulation of blood through the heart to ensure the body gets an adequate supply of oxygen. D. Musculoskeletal system. Description. This system consists of muscles and bones that work together to provide structural support, movement, and protection to vital organs. Function. Produces body movement and protects internal organs. Example: muscles work to move the bones in the body when walking or running. E. Digestive system. Description. The digestive system processes food to obtain the energy and nutrients needed by the body. Function. Changes food into a form that can be absorbed by the body and removes waste that is not needed. Example: the process of digesting food in the stomach and small intestine that breaks down food into molecules that can be absorbed. F. Respiratory system. Description. The respiratory system involves taking in oxygen from the air and removing carbon dioxide from the body. Function. Ensures the body receives the oxygen needed for cellular metabolism and removes carbon dioxide waste. Example: the alveoli in the lungs carry out gas exchange that allows oxygen to enter the blood and carbon dioxide to leave the blood. G. Reproductive system. Description. The reproductive system is involved in the process of fertilization and the development of offspring. Function allows for reproduction and the continuation of the species. Example, in women, the ovaries produce eggs, while in men, the testes produce sperm. The process of fertilization occurs when the egg and sperm meet. H. Lymphatic and immune systems. Description. The lymphatic system functions to transport fluids and maintain the body's fluid balance, while the immune system protects the body from pathogens. Function. Protects the body from infection and disease and regulates the immune response. Example, lymphocytes, white blood cells, help fight infections that enter the body. 5. Basic principles of physiology. Basic physiology involves several main principles that govern body functions, such as a. Fick's law. Description. This law explains how gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse through biological membranes. Application. Used to understand gas exchange in the lungs and body tissues. B. Ohm's law. Description. Used to understand the flow of ions in cell membranes and how ions move through channels to affect membrane potential. Application. Explains the flow of ions in the electrical activity of cells, including action potentials in the nervous system. C. Electrolyte balance. Description. Maintaining the balance of electrolytes, such as sodium, potassium, and calcium, is essential for many body functions, including nerve transmission and muscle contraction. Application. An understanding of electrolyte balance is essential in the management of medical disorders associated with dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. 6. Application of basic physiology in medicine. Knowledge of basic physiology is essential in a clinical context, as it allows medical professionals to understand how various disorders or diseases can affect body function. Example, if a person experiences decreased kidney function, an understanding of kidney physiology allows the doctor to plan appropriate treatment or dialysis to maintain the body's fluid and electrolyte balance. 7. Basic components of physiology. Physiology encompasses the study of various aspects of body function, including 1. Cellular physiology. Focus. Basic functions of cells as the smallest unit of life. Main aspects. Cell membrane, ion transport, diffusion, and osmosis. Functions of organelles such as mitochondria, nucleus, and ribosomes. Energy metabolism, e.g., cellular respiration. 2. Tissue physiology. Focus. Interactions between cells in forming tissues. Main aspects: epithelial tissue, protection and absorption. Muscle tissue, contraction and movement. Nervous tissue, impulse transmission. Connective tissue, structural support. 3. Organ physiology. Focus. Specific functions of organs such as the heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, etc. Main aspects: heart, blood pump; lungs, gas exchange; kidneys, blood filtration and regulation of body fluids; liver, detoxification and metabolism. 4. Body system physiology. Focus. Functions of organ systems in the body as a whole. Main aspects: cardiovascular system, blood and nutrient transport; respiratory system, oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange; nervous system, regulation and coordination of body responses; endocrine system, hormone regulation; digestive system, food processing and nutrient absorption; musculoskeletal system, movement and support; immune system, body defense. 5. Molecular physiology. Focus. Mechanisms at the molecular level, such as the action of enzymes, hormones, and receptors. Key aspects: the role of proteins, nucleic acids, and lipids. Mechanisms of cellular signaling. 6. Developmental physiology. Focus. Changes in body function during development. Key aspects: growth from fetus to adulthood; puberty and the aging process. 7. Adaptation physiology. Focus. How the body adapts to the environment. Main aspects: adaptation to extreme temperatures; the body's mechanisms in dealing with physical and mental stress. 8. Clinical physiology. Focus. The relationship between normal function and pathological conditions. Main aspects: changes in organ function due to disease; the body's response to medical therapy. By understanding this basic physiology, we can gain a complete picture of how the human body and other living things work under normal conditions and when facing challenges.